Between Europe and Asia, economic dialogue, humanitarian missions, multi-vector operating and the search for compromises in the world arena. How else does Kazakhstan participate in the development of the modern world? For more details, watch the program Kazakhstan International Vectors. Today you will find out how do cloud technologies help the development of logistics companies, how does participation in integration associations affect Kazakhstan's foreign trade relations, and what is the economic interest of Britain in Central Asia.
Since ancient times, the international trade historically is the first and one of the main forms of international economic relations. It is an aggregate of foreign trade in goods, raw materials, services, intellectual products of all countries in the world. In the process of the development of civilization, rules appeared that regulate the market trade. In ancient Greece, for example, in marketplaces any violence was banned. With the development of transport communications, more and more territorially isolated regions with various resources, both natural and man-made, were involved in trade. Light, compact, expensive goods were transported not only by sea, but also by land trade routes. The most famous of them is the Great Silk Road, upon which Chinese silk, spices and seeds of plants came to Europe. Today the international trade as before underlies the growth of the entire world economy.
Specialists of Relog company have developed a cloud program for courier services, distribution and transport companies. It has been operating in the Kazakhstani market for 2 years, cooperating with the largest trading networks. There are also customers from Russia and Ukraine. Company's commercial director Mukhtar Lekerov assures that there are no such IT products in Kazakhstan yet. We provide IT solutions. We are a breakthrough IT product on the market of Kazakhstan, because here there is no product alike. We work according to SaaS model, software as a service, and we offer solutions for logistics companies. That is, for all companies that have mobile employees and internal logistics, our program allows automating all these processes and optimizing the stages of work execution, literally from the first mile to the last mile of delivery. At the startup phase of the project, the company took part in various competitions, including the famous Russian accelerator Skolkovo. Becoming the best logistics startup, Relog attracted the first investments. The first investments round allowed us to develop the product, explore the logistics market, investigate its problems and make all these, so to speak, data in order to improve our own program. The second round of investments has helped us to scale and to go actively to Russia and Ukraine in the sphere of sales. What does the company give its customers? A tremendous economic effect, allowing, for example, to halve the costs in logistics, reduce the processing time of the order 3 times, and a 100% control over the drivers delivering goods. We look first of all at Russia, because there is a developed logistics market, developed logistics companies, distribution companies, and in principle the market is much larger than in Kazakhstan. Therefore, every company tries to have a distribution company, a courier company having their own staff in order to improve their resources. By the way, Amazon and Walmart recently spoke about this, that it's best to look after quality and to provide quality services, having your own staff, for example, and your own people who deliver goods. And it is these companies that we're looking for. Relog company currently employs 12 highly qualified specialists. This is the strongest team of programmers who were carefully selected for 2 years and even practiced in Silicon Valley and the marketing and sales department, which aims to enter the common market of the CIS countries. I want to introduce you to Shingiz, our leading programmer. He develops algorithms, develops a program. Shingiz, what are you doing at the moment? I am currently working on the development of an auto-scheduling system of orders, which will automatically distribute existing orders for the current day. Let's say a company has 500 orders. It spends about 1.5 to 2 hours to distribute all these orders to couriers. Our system will do this in 5 to 10 minutes. If programmers are the foundation on which the company is based because they develop and improve software, the marketers and salespeople help to popularize this software, gradually expanding the client base. I want to introduce you to Asad. He's our leading sales manager. His duties include working with logistics companies and courier organizations. Asad, can you tell us a little about your daily work?
Наша работа складывается в том, что мы должны объяснять нашим клиентам о системе, что наша система дает оптимизацию для их бизнеса, и основная цель.
We need to explain our customers about the system, that our system provides optimization for their business. The main goal of our company is to inform people who are engaged in business in the field of logistics that our system is designed to improve and optimize their business in the field of logistics. The main goal of our daily work is meetings with our customers, potential customers, and work to promote the brand of our company.
Клиентами и работа продвижения бренда нашей компании.
Perfect. This is how our daily work in sales department goes. Brainstorming is an integral part of the company's work. It is during such discussions when, in the informal atmosphere, future plans are being built and horizons for cooperation expand.
Коллеги, у нас очередное собрание, очередной скрам, в котором...
Colleagues, we have another meeting, our next SRAM, in which I think we need to discuss the tasks for the current week and, of course, of meeting the task for next week. Let's perhaps schedule our workload. Shingis, how are we doing with the Moscow clients?
С московскими клиентами. Какие задачи...
Everything is in process. Now we are to develop an algorithm of step-by-step planning, and we need a little time to finish all that. I think a week or 2 weeks will be enough. Mukhtar Lekarov believes that in such creative work, enthusiasm is an inevitable element. We need to constantly develop and strive for more. Then both our own professional growth and the growth of the company will not be long in coming.
Перед собой я ставлю цель.
I set a personal goal to increase the number of cloud clients of the company to scale in Kazakhstan, Russia and, well, let's say in the nearby CIS countries, and then to go to the whole world. In the next 10 years, I would like to go out and work with foreign companies so that Relog company will be recognized not only in the CIS, but also in Europe and, say, in America.
Так скажем, в Америке.
In modern world, the process of globalization is of great importance for all spheres of life of any state. New regional alliances are emerging apart from everything based on the mutually beneficial exchange of goods and services. Participation in integration associations positively affects the economies of all countries. For example, experts predict an increase in trade by 25% for participants in the Eurasian Economic Union by reducing barriers in mutual trade.
And in this connection, the very processes of regional integration within certain states that often have a common or similar history, some economic indicators, they are not only forced but are called upon probably to unite and integrate, to work together with the goal to increase the mutual trade turnover. Therefore, Kazakhstan's participation in the WTO and in the Eurasian Economic Union is really conditioned by the geopolitical situation and generally by the world tendencies as a whole.
Kazakhstan is a member of many integration associations. In 2010, the country joined the customs union with Russia and Belarus, which has now been reformatted into the Eurasian Economic Union, replenished with new participants and observers, and showed its high efficiency.
During 2016, the volume of foreign trade turnover of the EEU with third countries amounted to more than $500 billion, among which export exceeded $300 billion and import $200 billion.
На сегодняшний день таможенный союз.
To date, the customs union, which has already been reformatted into the Eurasian Economic Union, has 5 member states. Moldova is the observer in this organization and has already expressed a desire to join its work as an observer, meaning without having a possibility of making decisions, but as an option with subsequent accession. Other states of the post-Soviet pace, are also interested in participation in the Eurasian Economic Union. And it is necessary to believe that there is a huge potential and opportunities, because for Kazakhstan it is in any case an expansion of sales market for its products, but also attraction of additional investments and import flows.
Импортных уже.
The World Trade Organization today is the largest international association in terms of regulating trade relations. It unites more than 160 countries, including Kazakhstan. The process of joining to the WTO for our country lasted about 18 years and ended in 2015. Many experts call the country's participation in this organization a public image event, which undoubtedly is of great importance for the economic growth of the country.
Казахстан это на сегодняшний день является государством, которое участвует во всех процессах экономического развития мира в целом.
Kazakhstan today is a state that participates in all processes of economic world development as a whole. In general, the very fact of accession to the WTO is such a unique recognition of the world community as a state with an investment appeal, with a market economy. It means that we stand on an equal footing with all member states, with the potential of exports, production, investment attraction and competitiveness. Our indicators in various world ratings, for example, show that Kazakhstan today is at a very high level of recognition on the world arena.
О том, что Казахстан на сегодняшний день находится на очень высоком уровне и признание на мировой арене.
Earlier this year, in October, the 7th Central Asian Trade Forum was held in Almaty. It gathered more than 500 delegates, companies, executives and representatives of the public sector and industry experts from Central Asia, Asia and Europe. During the event, they discussed the issues of increasing competitiveness of companies in order to strengthen competitive positions in the world trade and create new jobs in the region. In the meantime, commodity producers from Central Asia as well as representatives of logistics companies have got a unique chance not only to present their business projects but also to find new partners from neighboring countries in the region. For example, Azamat Mukamed, a representative of a B2B trading platform, says that the main task of his company is to help manufacturers export products to the countries of the Silk Road. For our clients, we make professional translation of information about products of the company into 6 languages. We create online shops. We promote our clients in 16 countries via the Google platform. We take professional photos of products to their portfolios. Also, in addition to online promotion, we also have an offline promotion. We produce more than 40 such printed catalogs a year and distribute them to different countries at different exhibitions in different languages. We also assist in procurements. We have a logistics system where in just one-click companies' representatives can receive prices from more than 2,000 logistics companies. Also, we have our own payment system adapted for each country. These are our main points that we give to our clients. The forum was also attended by representatives of various international organizations. One of them is Crown Agents, perhaps the oldest global expert in strategic decision-making in public sector management.
Crown Agents as a company has been in existence for 180 years, so we have a lot of experience. We have experience in helping countries accelerate progress in the area of trade, for example, by having better customs, by having easier trading relations. In health, by having better, more accountable health systems. In the area of governance, better public financial management. And also we're very well known for our supply chain, which in this region is so interesting and enormous potential for the new Silk Road really going through Central Asia. We also work in emergencies, helping to save lives and livelihoods. So from this 180 years of experience, in the region we have well over 25 years of experience and are based in the region in Kyrgyzstan, and across the world we work in 100 countries. But now we think is a very fascinating time for us to be working in the Central Asia region.
Crown Agents helps countries create, develop and improve economic development and management systems in the field of health, agriculture, transport, technical infrastructure and humanitarian assistance. The company cooperates with governments in more than 100 countries around the world. In Central Asia, Crown Agents has been working for more than 25 years in the areas of development, procurement, financial management and economic development in close cooperation with the Asian Development Bank, the World Bank, the Global Fund and the governments of the US, Great Britain and Japan.
Since the mid-90s, Crown Agents has implemented 126 projects in the countries of the former Soviet Union, 26 of them in Central Asia. The total amount of financing exceeds $1 billion.
In Central Asia, the Crown Agents office is present only in Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. In this country, the company has already implemented a project to develop a unified automated system for the State Customs Service of Kyrgyzstan. There are also some ongoing projects.
У нас сейчас реализуются два проекта в Таджикистане и в
We are currently implementing two projects in Tajikistan and Kyrgyzstan funded by the Asian Development Bank aimed at the creation of a single window for foreign trade. That is, improving trade and reform a sector such as customs in general. This is one of our main activities. We work very hard in the health sector and traditionally we work in procurement either as purchasers on projects or we carry out public procurement reforms.
осуществляем реформу государственных закупок.
Since its foundation in 1833, Crown Agents has implemented many projects that have changed the lives of millions of people for the better. For example, the Carter Bridge in Nigeria, built by the company in the early 20th century, connected the island of Lagos with the mainland. The implementation of this large infrastructure facility not only helped transform the city itself and develop tourism, but also influenced the urbanization of the local population. Before the construction of the bridge, there were 40,000 residents, and today there are 20 million of them.
We are a very unusual company because although we have to make a profit, none of our profits go into individual pockets. We're owned by a foundation. The foundation is made up of people who don't make any money out of the company. Any profit we make, we put back into spreading knowledge. So we sit down with the country and say, so what's the problem? We then work with the country to find solutions to the problem. But we don't then just go away, because what our real expertise is in getting results and helping implement the solutions and staying around for long enough that the solutions work and you see the results and you train local people. So that's why we've been in the region for a long time, and that's why we're very excited to be working with a number of governments here.
Main clients of the Relog company are distribution and logistics companies, courier services and online stores in Kazakhstan, Russia and Ukraine. Today there are about 70 of them in the company's portfolio and about 100 potential customers more with whom negotiations are ongoing.
Конечно, делаем акцент на городах с огромным логистическим потенциалом. Это вот Москва, Санкт-Петербург, Екатеринбург и другие города.
Certainly we focus on cities with a huge logistical potential. These are Moscow, St. Petersburg, Yekaterinburg and others. We also have clients in Vladivostok and Czechoslovakia. There are a number of clients who work in Odessa. And of course, talking about Kazakhstan, we cover the whole country. The company plans to enter new markets in logistics, develop the product further so that it would fit even wider range of companies. And of course, we plan access to the CIS market. Perhaps in the nearest future, we will consider opening our representative offices in the above-mentioned countries and cities in order to further penetrate this market.
В упомянутых странах, городах, для того, чтобы еще более проникнуть на данный рынок.
The Central Asian region today remains attractive for many countries in terms of development of mutual trade and other economic relations.
Мы очень рассчитываем, что в странах Центральной Азии у нас будет...
We very much hope that in the countries of Central Asia we will have the opportunity to work directly with governments and state bodies, because we have such a great experience and it is geographically wide. We work directly with governments in many countries, and what we do greatly improves the efficiency of government agencies, both in terms of economy and speed of government work, and reducing corruption risks, meaning those areas that we know well and where we can be useful. These are our plans here in the region.
Которые мы знаем хорошо и где мы можем быть полезны. То есть у нас вот такие вот планы.
Kazakhstan, due to its geographic location, may well become a logistical hub of Eurasia, experts say. On land, the republic borders with Russia, China, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, and along the Caspian Sea with Iran and Azerbaijan. With all these countries, Kazakhstan has long established strong trade relations. In addition, many states use the territory of the republic for transit of goods, for example, from China to Europe and vice versa. Participation of Kazakhstan in such associations as EEU and WTO indicates that our country is a reliable trade and economic partner recognized by the world community.